I needed to stay right there for my signal.
Well, we about to go, baby.
Okay.
So ain't no point in staying nowhere. We about to go. I'm turning around.
Um,
Yeah.
I guess.
So I asked why y'all over here.
Actually,
Could at least
for
turn
my
the
morning message.
that could have.
My bad, Paul. I had on a heat.
You got it on, little girl.
I have on flats.
Did your morning message?
I got on flats,
So I
Paul.
was asking you. I got.
Actually, and blessings, Hunty.
Huh?
I'm on live, Paul. What's going on?
You on the.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. I just brought the cake. This
Okay. I got open toe shoes on. Hey, honey, how you doing? I shared abundance to y'all. I'm about to go fishing with my pawpaw.
Yeah. Yep.
Get
it down here.
Take a left. Libra Nation. Not long, Papa.
You said that yesterday. I'm asking for a reason.
I'm another. Okay.
Another. Okay.
So the message that Spirit gave me today was context and the color red. I posted it on my Instagram, divine_mother_creations. You can go watch that reel. But they was talking about, hold on, he's flying.
I'm not flying, girl. I'm doing the speed limit.
They feel like he's flying. I got this little
making a left
holder for my laptop, and I don't know if it's big enough because I hid it for my phone, but they said you could use it for laptops too. Hold on, let me plant it underneath. Hey y'all, hey honey, how you doing? I share abundance to you. Where you at? Where you from? What's your sign? What you want to manifest? What you want to release? And what you thankful for? I'm thankful for my life today, the peace of mind I have today, the information that's coming to me today. I'm thankful for my family being safe and sound, checking in on me. I'm just so excited for this season. What I want to release, I want to release all things that doesn't serve my highest divine will, whether that be people, places, and things, whether that be habits, whether that be food choices, whatever it is that's stopping me from stepping into my purpose. I want to release it. What I want to manifest: a life of longevity, good health, prosperity, and to retire my elders, 2 generations up and 2 generations down. Okay, that is my goal that I'm striving for, putting everything into place. That's the reason I'm doing my detox. What else? That's where I'm at. I'm in Indiana. Where I'm from, Chicago. Where I transitioned to is Cocoa Beach, Florida. My sign, Cancer sun, Leo moon, Aries rising. What else? What I just asked? I think that's all the questions I asked. So I answered the questions that I asked of you, so we can get to know each other. So now you know a little bit about me. I want to know a little bit about you, Ashe. So they gave me the word today was context. Hold on, where's that picture? Ashe. It's right here. Context. Can y'all see it? You see how the color on here is red? That's why I said they gave me the word context and the color red. Red can be passion. Red can be anger. Red can be something sweet like strawberries. Red can be a rose, right? Somebody giving you a rose out of love, right? So we must not lose our attitude because something was taken out of context. Have you ever walked into a room and somebody started mumbling or said something to where you felt violated, or you got defensive because whatever they said hurt your feelings and you didn't want to consult your feelings and emotions from getting out of character, right? So sometimes we lose our attitude, or things get shifted out of place. Red can be your hair, Hunty. Yes, my hair is red. Red can be my hair, okay? So red don't have any, hold on. I had something right here. Red is a free agent with no set of rules. And here it reminds us to put things into context, right? So red could be that rose, red could be my hair, right? Red could be a red bone. Like people go off red with anything, right? But sometimes people can see the color red and mean dangerous, right? The glow in the water, if you go into the ocean, certain parts of the ocean, it look red, right? When the light hit it, it look red. But that's the deepest part. So you gotta be careful, right? It could be dangerous or it could just be a color for you to stop at the red light. Hello, hubby, hello, beautiful. Ashe and abundance, hunty, Ashe. So we must put things into the proper context. But the spiritual meaning is there's no need to discriminate, separate, or label things as good and bad. We are one spirit, one life, one breath, live in one eternal moment, right? Dividing life into categories brings suffering and creates imbalances. So with that being said, it's like we always trying to find a way to say, oh, this is a good person, or this is a bad person, or this is a good thing, and that's a bad thing. And that separate, that cause you to be out of body. It be out of body because you don't got the whole picture. You're not looking at the whole picture. You only looking at a fragment of it or a piece of it, right? So today, before you get out of body, put things in a proper context. If somebody violated you or made you feel a certain type of way, sit with your feelings and what they said.
What's up, Miss Jackson?
What's up, Miss Jackson? How you doing, Hunty? Where you at? Where you from? What's your sign? What do you want to manifest? What do you want to release? And what are you thankful for? Okay. They also gave me a message this morning in regards to self-care, right? When we investing into ourselves, when we leveling up, not everybody gonna understand why you choosing to do so, okay? And you don't have to explain yourself to everybody, okay? Okay. 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 He talk about GPS. It be so funny. My papa, you know the road like the back of your hand. So he be making fun of us because he knows shortcuts and GPS take us all the way around. It adds minutes to the route. He was like, "Do you got that GPS on? Yeah, that's gonna take you the long way." But what Spirit gave me early this morning was when you invest into yourself, everybody's not gonna understand what you're doing. So you don't have to step out of body, you don't have to step out of character, and you don't have to explain yourself to nobody. What you're doing right now is for you, okay? Whatever it is, whether this is spending more time with yourself, whether this is reading books, whether this is getting around a better association, whatever this investment is of you, whether it's starting your business or getting a new job, meeting new friends. He wants you to know that whatever you're doing for you, it's for you. You don't have to explain yourself to nobody. You don't have to justify why you're doing what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, it's for you. So appreciate what you're doing for you without having to prove anything to nobody. All right? You don't have to prove yourself to nobody. You can just show up and be you. GA Aquarius, I want to release negativity in my life and elevate. Okay, Ashe. Yes, I love it. What part of Georgia are you in, Hunty? It's crazy because when I first started going live, all of my following was from Atlanta, Georgia, Macomb, something like that. Macomb, I don't know how to say it. Georgia. It was another part. Macon, what? Macon. I think Macon, and I don't know. It was multiple parts of Georgia. Seller. What is it? Seller. I don't know. It was so many parts of Georgia. Like it was like almost every other city. Macon, Macomb. It was so many parts of Georgia, and I ain't never been at the time. Besides being a child, so it was so dope. 3 hours from Atlanta State, Brno. Y'all got some crazy names down there, but I love the city. Okay, I love the city, and I love the countryside. I had Miss White take me into the country. What part of the country was in?
What, in Georgia? That was in Augusta.
Augusta. We was in Augusta. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, Lord. We was in Augusta, and I felt like with the land there, like you could do so much. Like she had just bought 17 acres. So it was so dope to me because a lot of the people that got buried there, they was on their property. So that was the first time I ever saw something like that in person. Like, you normally see stuff like that on movies, but to see that in person, like that, here go my great grandfather, here go my great grandpa, here go my niece, my nephew, my sons. Like, everybody was on the same lot of land. And I ain't never saw that before, because in Chicago, we normally go through a funeral home to bury our ancestors, right? We don't have them in our backyard. So it was just so lit for me. I'm like, ooh, all the power back here. It's laid back here, but lots of closed-minded people. That's because all that pork, okay? Man, we went there. The only food that was available was pretty much pork, a government cheese. What was all there? At that time, like, we were so constipated when we got back home because we didn't eat like that. So I think we was eating Waffle House every day. By the time we got back to San Diego, we couldn't shit. Like, I'm sorry, Paul, but we couldn't do nothing. Like, we was bagged up. Like, our body was like, what is going on? I asked for a different type of cheese, and she was like, what's that? Like, never heard of that. And I'm like, okay, so that means this is government cheese. So it's a lot of limited resources down there. They ain't on that vegan life yet. Oh, I ain't found no vegan restaurants. It was terrible, okay? It was terrible, okay? We like, what we gonna eat? We had grits with cheese, eggs with cheese. I think we had some pork sausage links. I'm like, like, I ain't ate like this in years. But it ain't had much. Everything was a violation to your spirit, okay? um, but I did get to know, like, what I want. Like, going there, it made me know that I want family, because a lot of people just stop and talk to you, constipated. Well, if you ever here, look me up and I'll hook you up with some Southern comfort food. Okay, yes, Hunty. I need you to transition the recipes into a vegan recipe, because I don't eat that heavy soul food no more, girl. I would be asleep. I would never be able to wake up because it's too heavy for me now. Like, people eat dressing, like, that goes straight through me. Like, I can't hide that. It got to be some change up in the food, okay? It's too strong for me. In Chicago, that was stuff that I ate almost every weekend. But ever since we moved to San Diego, I follow Seppi Love. That, okay, yes. Ah, yes, that's all love. So yeah, I be sliding through. We gotta drive back this weekend. We driving back towards that way this weekend. So we'll be past in Tennessee too. We gotta go past Tennessee as well. I wanted to stop in Tennessee to go to the museum. It's a museum in Memphis. I guess it's teaching you about yourself. Okay. I think it's called Memphis Museum. I'm not sure. I don't want to go. It's so many hot spots. But when I went to Augusta, Georgia, like, it made me realize I want family, I want land, I want to be able to serve a lot of people. Like, I want to be able to bury people in my backyard. Like, just imagine. It's just so dope. Like, I was there with Miss White, and she took me by their church. They had a oh snap, my signal going in and out. I'm sorry. They had a church on their lot. With their church on their lot, it was right. It was like in their backyard, and then a plot of land was all of their ancestors, all in the same spot. She had 17 acres, and it wasn't that much. 17 acres in California, like, you need millions, okay? But just just imagine somebody cutting you a deal and, like, here, I'm gonna give you these 17 acres for 100,000. Like, man, that's a steal, okay? This is steal. You know how much you could build on 17 acres? How much food you could grow on 17 acres? It was like, she had stretched my dream, okay? I'm like, I'm over here dreaming of 3 acres, and you got 17. Like, it stretched me for real. And then I started thinking about like, what would I do with that much land, right? And I love growing vegetables. I love growing things. was like, it was so dope. Okay, I've got to go, but y'all be safe and travel. Love. My pleasure, Auntie. Love you, dear. I share blessings to you. Our signal might be cutting out because we on the expressway now. But the message for today was put things in context. Don't let nobody steal. Don't let nobody make you get out of character. Smart. I'm learning. Okay, I'm in mentorship programs. Constantly investing into myself. Always invest into you to go to the next level. My phone been going off all night. Okay, we all on different time zones, so it's a process.